Hello guys, it's Prajwal Basnet and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm reviewing the Samsung Galaxy M40. I've also reviewed the Galaxy A70 and Galaxy A50. If you guys want to watch that, check for the link in the description down below or click on the info cap. So with that being said, let's start the video. Inside the box of Galaxy M40, you'll get a 15-watt fast charger, a normal pair of earphones with USB Type-C connector, and the reason for that is because the M40 lacks the headphone jack, which is a bit of a disappointment, especially from Samsung. And there's also a USB to Type-C data cable, and at the bottom there's also a SIM ejector tool. Inside the smaller box, you will get a quick start guide and a warranty card, but sadly there's no TPU case here. This phone features a glass and plastic build, which is referred by Samsung as a glass-stick body. It weighs just about 168 grams and it feels light on the hand. It is 7.9mm thick and overall it is a pretty decent build quality, just like any other Samsung smartphone at this price range. This phone features a 6.3-inch FullHD Plus TFT display, which is a big disappointment. The display does have a punch hole for the camera, and making a punch hole on a Super AMOLED might be an issue considering the price, but at least they could have provided an IPS LCD display instead of a TFT. I'm not saying it's a bad display panel, but it's never going to be as good as Super AMOLED or even IPS LCD display out there available on similarly priced smartphones. The screen is protected with unspecified version of the Gorilla Glass. The always-on display feature is also missing as it's not an OLED display, but you do get the night mode feature, which you can easily toggle on or off from the notification panel. And talking about notification, there's no notification LED on this phone as well. This phone is based on Android 9.0 Pie with One UI on top. One UI is the new user interface from Samsung that is found on most of the newer Samsung devices. It is very smooth, offers a lot of customization features, and has excellent RAM management performance. Overall, One UI is one of the very few likable user interface that you can get on Android across different manufacturers. This phone is powered by SnapDragon 675 chipset, which is based on 11nm manufactured process. It features an octa-core processor and Adreno 612 GPU. It is a very powerful and efficient chipset on the mid-range segment. You will have no problem doing day-to-day tasks, and even if you are a person who likes to play a lot of games, then the phone also has no problem running demanding games like PUBG Mobile. The phone is capable of running PUBG on HDR graphics with ultra frame rate settings. Here's the benchmark score of this device. The Galaxy M40 comes with 6GB RAM and 128GB storage, which is more than sufficient for most of the people. If you want, you can also add a micro SD card up to 1TB, but it doesn't feature a dedicated SD card slot, which means you can only use one SIM card and a micro SD card at the same time, unlike the Galaxy A50 and A70, which can use both the SIM cards and the SD card at the same time. The phone features a triple camera setup on the back with a primary 30MP f1.7 aperture wide-angle lens with phase detection and autofocus. The phone also features an ultrawide f2.2 8MP sensor with 123° field of view, and there's also a 5MP f2.2 depth sensor. Moving on to the front, the phone features a 16MP punch hole camera with f2.0 aperture. Here are some samples from the cameras on this device. The overall image quality of the photos taken from this device are good on well-lighted conditions, but not great. The phone is capable of shooting 4K videos at 30 FPS. Although Samsung doesn't claim any stabilization, there's probably some EIS feature enabled on this phone at 1080p resolution. On front, the phone is capable of shooting 1080p videos. This phone features a single downward firing speaker, but it lacks the earpiece, and the reason for that is because this phone produces the sound by vibrating the entire screen area during phone calls. It is not bad, but it will take some time to get used to with this feature. Talking about the actual speaker on this phone, it's of average quality. Although there's no distortion in the audio coming out from the speaker itself is not that loud. Here's a sample. But if you are a person who uses earphones most of the time, then you should be fine, as this phone features dolby atmos, which provide a boost in the audio coming out from the earphones with well-pronounced left and right channels. Moving on to the internal microphone, it's nothing special, but I've included an audio clip in this video, and here's a sample. Hello guys, it's Prajwal Basnet, and I'm recording my audio through the internal microphone of the Galaxy M40. The Galaxy M40 features a 3500 mAh battery and comes with a 15-watt fast charger inside the box. The Galaxy M40 should easily last for a day for almost all users, but it can't push for more than a day, considering that the battery is quite small in comparison to the Galaxy A50 and M30. Here's a brief information on charging times of the Galaxy M40. Apart from the usual methods of unlocking the phone on Android, the phone has a capacitive fingerprint sensor on the back and also features face unlock options. The fingerprint is not the fastest, but it's very good and accurate, and there's nothing much to talk about it considering the fact that this tech has been evolving for a long time. But moving on to the face unlock, it's good and fast, but it doesn't have a dedicated hardware for facial recognition. So it's up to you guys to decide if you want to use it or not. So I believe I've covered every major things about this phone. Moving on to other minor things, this phone does have dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, radio and so on. But if you guys are wondering about NFC, then that is also present. The phone is available in midnight blue and seawater blue color options. The phone is officially available at Rs 36,190 here in Nepal. Before I end this video, here's my final opinion on this phone. The Galaxy M40 is not a bad phone, but I think it is a bad value for your money, because there are quite a lot of features that this phone is missing. And I believe instead of Rs 36,000 Galaxy M40, you can get the Galaxy A50 at just Rs 30,000 and you'll be much more satisfied with that phone. A50 has got the Super AMOLED display, 3.5mm headphone jack, always on display, bigger battery, similar camera performance, similar practical performance of the chipset, and other things like that. The only place where the A50 actually falls short is its 4GB RAM and 64GB storage, which I believe will not be an issue for casual users. So what I want to say is that if you really care for that fancy punch hole display, then go for the Galaxy M40, or else you'll be just fine with the Galaxy A50. But if you only want that SnapDragon 675 chipset, then bear in mind that the Redmi Note 7 Pro is available for just Rs 25,000 here in Nepal with same chipset but 4GB of RAM. And you can get the 6GB RAM variant for just Rs 30,000, which is a pretty good deal. So with that being said, I want to end this video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then be sure to drop a like and comment on this video, and be sure to hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to this channel. And if you got any questions, then feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I'll catch you guys in another video. Till then, peace.